I'm Penelope, and this is my PAW Patrol story. Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol. The pups are hanging out in Adventure Bay playing soccer when Ryder calls out to tell them, a hamster is stuck in a tree and it needs help. Ryder needs us, they say, and they all head out to the lookout. They line up. Paw Patrol, ready for action, says Chase. They ride down the slide to help the hamster. This seems like a pretty easy task for the Paw Patrol. But wait and see. They get to the tree, and Marshall climbs up his ladder to grab the hamster. But the hamster shoots the ladder with lasers from her eyes. Pew, pew! And Marshall falls off of it. The pups are like, what in the world? Did that hamster just shoot lasers at us? This is going to be harder than we thought. Then, the hamster flies out of the tree, across the park. That's right, it's a flying hamster with laser eyes. Rubble asks, is that a space hamster? Why is it here? What does it want? Sky says, that hamster could be trouble. We should follow it. Follow that hamster! The hamster leads them to her spaceship. It's a giant pancake. So awesome. At the spaceship, they see that there's tons of hamsters, hundreds of hamsters, doing little cute hamster things. Chase is like, they're so cute. The space hamsters were on their way to a super fun dance party when their spaceship ran out of fuel and crashed here on Earth. They want to get home, and they don't want to miss the party. They're not bad hamsters. They're just lost. Luckily, pancake spaceships run on maple syrup. Marshall uses his fire hose to get some syrup from a nearby tree, and they fuel up. The space hamsters and Paw Patrol jump into the pancake ship and blast off. Psh! Space hamster dance party. Here we come. Space is really pretty. They ooh and ah at all the stars and planets, but no one knows where they are going. Not even the hamsters. No wonder they got lost. The first planet they land on is made of mac and cheese. Sky says, we should all get some mac and cheese and eat it as a good snack. They say, okay. Next they land on a bounce house planet. It's the wrong planet again. They take a few minutes to bounce because, come on, it's a bounce house planet. Then Chase remembers his spy goggles. He pulls them out and uses them to locate the hamster planet. They found it. And boy, these hamsters know how to throw a party. The pups stay and dance. They even learn how to do the hamster shuffle. They say goodbye and catch a space taxi back to Adventure Bay. The hamsters all wave goodbye with their tiny little hamster paws. Hamsters are so cute.
I'm Charlie, and this is my Blaze story. Blaze and his friends are training for the biggest race of the year. It's the Super Mega Monster Obstacle Course, which means it's like way cooler than any other obstacle course ever. They've been practicing for weeks. The grand prize is the Mega Monster Cup, and everyone wants it. The trucks are on the starting line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! They're off. They head right into the Super Duper Looper. It's 3 giant loops in a row. Woohoo! It's so much fun to go upside down. The loops shoot them onto the top of the snow-covered mountain. It's time to transform. They turn into snowmobiles and go zooming down the mountain at blazing speed. Crusher is falling behind and he doesn't like it. He turns into a catapult and starts throwing snowballs at the trucks to slow them down. The Mega Monster Cup will be mine, says Crusher. He throws so many snowballs they form a bridge over the next obstacle. Lava Island. This bridge is not going to last long. Ah! The trucks zoom across it and make it over the lava just before the bridge melts. Phew! That was close, says Blaze. Next, the road turns into a giant staircase. Hang on tight. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. When they get to the top of the stairs, they see a humongous water slide ahead. Oh boy, this looks fun, says Starla. They race down the slide, slipping and sliding along the walls. Crusher decides to pour sticky, hot fudge down the slide to slow everyone down, but it really just slows down Pickle. This is delicious, says Pickle. Blaze and his friends charge through the chocolate and onto the next obstacle, the Crazy Colossal Coaster. It's the coolest roller coaster ever. Whoa! They're flying along the coaster track when suddenly they come to a stop. They start going backwards. What's happening, says Stripes. They look back and see that Crusher has flipped the switch to put the coaster in reverse. Starla uses her lasso to flip the switch and send the coaster forward. The finish line is straight ahead. Let's Blaze! Blaze takes the lead and wins the Mega Monster Cup. It's filled with gummy bears, because those are my favorite. Blaze wins! Everyone cheers. Woo! Except Crusher. He really should stop cheating.
My name is Ray, and this is my Blues, Clues, and You story. It's a rainy day, and Josh and Blue are reading books when they get a great idea. Let's skidoo into a book. Arr, arr. They choose a book from the shelf and skidoo right in. The next thing they know, they're sitting in a giant ball pit filled with magic beans. They decide to plant one of the beans. Let's see what happens. Suddenly, they hear a rumble, and a giant beanstalk grows right out of the ground and up into the sky. Should we climb it? So, they climb and keep climbing until they're high up in the clouds. Then they hear bark, bark. It's a goose laying golden eggs. Blue asked the goose if they could have one. Bark, bark, bark. The goose says yes, and Blue puts a great big golden egg in a basket. Josh and Blue thank the goose. Then they walk down the road to a giant door in front of a giant castle. Should we go inside? Asked Josh. When they open the door, they hear the most beautiful music ever. It's Magenta playing a harp. Suddenly, there's a loud stomp. The floor starts to shake and snow begins falling. The snow piles up so high that it turns into a huge mountain. Josh and Blue get in hiking boots and climb to the tippy top. When they get to the top, they see that the mountain isn't made of snow, it's salt. Coming from a giant, Mr. Salt. Fee, fi, fo, fum. We're the giant spice family. Here we come. Hello, says Mr. Salt. Bonjour, says Miss Pepper. We were about to bake some bread, but we don't have any eggs. Blue got a golden egg from the golden goose. You can have it. Thank you. That's just what we needed, the missing ingredient. Blue cracks the egg into a giant mixing bowl, and the Spice family shakes in some spices. To celebrate, they sing a little song as they bake. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Soon there will be yummy bread in my tum. When they're done baking, Josh and Blue say goodbye and hop on a giant slice of bread, sled back down the beanstalk, and skidoo back home. That was fun, says Josh. Are you ready for a bite of this yummy bread? Good thing, because I worked up a giant appetite on that trip. Get it? Giant?
My name is Anna, and this is my Dora the Explorer story. Spaghetti Land has a big problem. The king wants all the tomatoes for himself. Without tomatoes, there's no sauce. Can you imagine? Ay, ay, ay. Dora and Boots need to free the tomatoes so everyone can enjoy their pasta again. Dora asks Matt for help. What's the quickest way to get to Spaghetti Land? Matt tells her that she will need to go over Meatball Mountain, through the onion forest, to the Garlic Gate Bridge. Vamonos, let's go, says Dora. They head to Meatball Mountain. It's exactly what you think it is. A giant mountain made of meatballs. At the top, they meet the mayor, who tells them, "We're lonely without sauce. No one wants to put us on their spaghetti." He tells them to look for the Parmesan Princess. She can help you. You will find her near the onion forest. Thank you, Mayor Meatball, says Dora. We'll get you back on spaghetti in no time. On the way to the onion forest, they run into the Parmesan Princess. She says, "Thank you for your bravery," and gives them the key to the Garlic Gate Bridge. Good luck! Spaghetti Land is nothing without sauce. They finally get to the onion forest. It smells really bad, and the onions make their eyes water. They run out of the forest as fast as they can. Finally, they're out of there. They wipe their eyes from all the tears. What's that smell? It's the Garlic Gate Bridge up ahead. They're almost there. The path to the kingdom is lined with mushrooms. One of the mushrooms pops up, and it's Swiper. He's trying to steal the key. Swipe or no swiping. Oh man, I'm tired of eating plain spaghetti. I want those tomatoes. Come with us, says Dora. We're going to fry the tomatoes. Nah, I'll let you do it. Just let me know when the sauce is ready. They get to the Garlic Gate Bridge. It smells delicious. They unlock the gate, cross the bridge, and enter the castle. They find the king in his throne. Sad. What's wrong? Asks Dora.
I love spaghetti so much. I hid the tomato so I would never run out of sauce. The problem is, I don't know how to make tomato sauce.
We'll help you, says Dora, as long as you share the sauce with all of the people of Spaghettiland. The king agrees. They make a delicious spaghetti dinner for everyone. The meatballs come rolling off the hill into the plate. The Parmesan princess grades cheese for everyone. And they live slurply ever after.
You can ask your parents to subscribe to the Nick Jr. YouTube channel for new videos every day. And find more of your favorite shows on TV on Nickelodeon and the Nick Jr. channel.